Hi guys, this is Sadak from Rodman.com, and in this video, we'll show you how to fix a Sahara communication and protocol failed error in the Oppo Flash tool. So as you might be aware, up until now, we use the Oppo Flash tool or rather the OnePlus tool to unbreak any OnePlus phone. This was the UI of the tool, but the Flash tool has been patched by Oppo and it might no longer work beginning with Android 15 or CNOS 15. Even if you are on OnePlus 11, 12, that does not matter, or 13, the Flash tool seems to have been patched and it's always giving us the Sahara protocol error, as you could see over here. So in this video, I'll show you how to fix this. For that, we will have to use a Firehose file and a few other tweaks and OTP as well. But do keep in mind that this will wipe off all the data from your phone. Not that you may take a backup, but still it's worth mentioning. With that said, let's get started. So first off, get hold of the modified Firehose file from this link. Apart from that, you will have to download the Unbreak firmware, which is in the form of OSP file. So for your phone, you may download the firmware from here for OnePlus 11, 12. It's recommended to download for the same region, but if that does not work out, then you will also use for any other region. But for now, make sure to use the same region firmware. Once you have got the firmware as well, let me just have a look at that, which should take a few seconds. So Flash Tools ROM, it should be somewhat here. This is the firmware. In my case, this is the firmware file. Make sure to extract the firmware and you will get this folder. Inside the folder will be these all files, including the images folder. So this is the OSP firmware which I have got, and I've done the extraction using the 7-zip software. So make sure to extract the firmware as well. Once you have extracted the firmware and got the Firehose file as well, just a minute. So the Firehose file is this one which we have got, and this is for OnePlus 12, this is for OnePlus 11. I will share both the files. So this, I am using a OnePlus 11, so I'm using this file. Let's proceed ahead with the next step. You will also require the EDL drivers, which you could get from my guide, and install them onto your PC. It's also known as Qualcomm HS USB QD Loader 9008. This is required so that your PC is able to read the phone in EDL mode. So install the drivers using this guide and the video and get the job done. And apart from that, this is the Flash tool. This Flash tool is different and not the one which we used to use till now. It's the IC flashing tool OTP, which requires an OTP as well. I'll show you how to get hold of the OTP file as well, but first get hold of the file from here and extract them onto your PC. Let me have a look at that file as well. So inside the compressed folder, this is the IC flashing tool. So this we have got as well. So once you have got all these files, let's now get started with the process. So first off, go to this link and get hold of one of the OTPs. Do note that you can only use one OTP once. So please do not exhaust the OTPs. This is of very important and might come in handy for the users who have their phone unbreak. If you just want to test it out, then it's not recommended to do so, because it might come in handy for those who actually need it. So with that said, the developers keep on ending the OTP every day from here. So as of now, for the 26th of December, these are the 30 OTP. So let's try out any OTP. For that, you will first have to go to this link. It is the Flash tool website, and now you have to verify the OTP as well. So let's copy any random OTP from here and paste it here. Let me see if it works or not. Click on login. And OTP has been used, so let me use any other OTP from here and verify. So it has again been used, so it's a hit and trial method. Just keep on trying, and if all the OTPs have been exhausted, then you will have to wait for a day and wait for the new OTPs to be released. And once the new OTPs are live, you could then resume with the next method, with the next step as well. So as of now, it seems that all the OTP have been used. Anyway, let me try it out once and then I will be back. So guys, as you could see, the login is successful. One of the OTP worked in my case. So make sure to copy this OTP at a safer place as well. Let me do so in a notepad. So this is the OTP which has worked, and you can use this OTP for 30 minutes, as you could see over here. So moving on, your next course of action is to extract the IC flashing tool which we have done, and now launch the tool via the exe file. It's named as, just a minute, let me see, it should be somewhat, this is the file ftguidev.exe. So launch the tool and it will take around 2 to 3 minutes for the tool to open. So let's just wait for the time frame. So guys, the tool is now open. It took around a couple of minutes. So now you will have to change the in company to O plus support. Then type in any username, let's say 1234, any password 1234, and now the OTP. So this is the OTP which worked for us. Let me show you. So copy the OTP and paste it here. It's the same OTP which we have used in this window as well, as you could see. So let's click on the left button, and you will now be taken inside the tool, as you could see. So we are now inside the tool, and let's get going. So first of all, you have to replace the new Firehose file with the old one. So this is the new Firehose file, just a second, which we have just got it. So you now have to transfer the Firehose file inside the firmware which we have got. So this is the OFP firmware for my phone OnePlus 11, and there's already an file inside the images folder. You will see that there's a program.firehose file is already there. I have to replace this file with the new one which we have got. So this is the new file. I'll copy this new file and paste it inside the images folder of the ROM. Let me paste it here. You will get a prompt. Click on replace the file. This is extremely important. The file has now been replaced, and we have got the new program Firehose file for my OnePlus 11. Once that is done, you will now have to click on the open directory button. Then select the ROM file where you have placed this file. So in my case, it's in the Droidwin tweaks, just a minute, and ROMs. OnePlus Unbrick, this is the ROM file, and this is the folder. Let's select the folder. Let me expand it, and yes, this is the folder. Select the folder, click on OK, and then you will get this prompt. So don't do anything over here. Leave all of them as they are, and click on the button at the bottom right. It's on the left hand side at the bottom right. Click this button, and the firmware has now been loaded. Now click on start, and after that you will have to connect your phone to the PC via EDL mode. So first off, power off your phone, then long press and hold the volume up and volume down keys. While holding both the key, connect your phone to the PC via USB cable, and it's now in the EDL mode. You may now let go of the keys, and the flashing will now start. As you could see over here, it could take up to around a few minutes. So let's just wait for that to complete. So guys, as you could see, the flashing is about to get complete. In the meantime, I would like to point out an important thing. So do note that there should not be the MITM proxy or Proxifier app running in the backend. If you had used the earlier OnePlus Flash tool, then in that tool you had to use both the tools, the MITM proxy and the Proxifier. But for this, both of them should not be there on the PC. So make sure that they are not running in the backend. If they are running in the backend, then it will conflict with this process, and the process might get stuck at 3% or might not even launch. So make sure you don't have both these options. Just to be double sure, I have even removed both the apps from my PC so that they don't end up conflicting with my phone. With that in mind, as you could see, the progress has been done till 100%. It's completed, and it took around 8.3 seconds. So that's well and good. Once the flashing has been done, our phone did not automatically boot to the OS, as you could see. That's not a cause of concern. We may do the restart manually as well. So what you have to do is click on the stop button since the flashing has been done. And now unplug your phone from the PC. And now we may do a restart. For that, as of now, our phone is in the EDL mode. So you may do a restart via quite a few methods. The first one is simply long press the power key for around 10 to 15 seconds. And in some cases that works out, whereas in other cases it might not work out. So let me first verify this process and see if it works out or not. So keep on holding this key. But if this does not work out in your case, then you could do one more thing. Press and hold all the three keys, which is the power, volume up and volume down keys. And while holding all the three keys, your phone will then boot to the fast boot mode. And then from the fast boot mode, we could then boot to the OS as well. So keep on holding all the three keys together, and then we will have a look. So guys, as you could see, our phone is now booting. So the boot up took around 10 to 15 seconds, which is quite normal because booting up from the EDL mode does take up some time, and depending on your phone, the hardware key combination might vary. You may either long press the power key or try pressing the power, volume up and volume down keys, or use the power and the volume down or the power and volume up. These are the only 4 combinations. So try using each of these combinations. Just make sure to unplug your phone beforehand. If you don't do so, then your phone might again boot to the EDL mode and the flashing will start once again. Moreover, as of now, we have flashed the Android 13 Oxygen OS 13 firmware because that is the latest firmware for the OnePlus phone. So your phone will not boot to this OS version itself. Then you may do the update from the OTA update or via the Oxygen updater app to the latest build. So let me quickly accept all the terms and condition and skip this as well and take you to the OS. Let me show you that everything is working well and good. Let me skip this as well and we should now be inside the OS in a few seconds. Gestures done and we are now inside the Oxygen OS running the Android 13. So guys, in this method which we have just used, the only thing you have to keep in mind are as follows. First and foremost, you will have to get hold of the Firehose file and then replace the Firehose file inside the OFP file, the firmware unbrick file, which is this one, as you could see, OnePlus firmware file. So download the Firehose file and then replace this new file with the old one which is there inside the OnePlus OFP firmware. Apart from that, you will also have to get hold of the OTP. Each OTP can be used once and only for 30 minutes. So please do not exhaust the OTP unnecessary. With that said, go to this link. The link is given in my guide as well. This is the link, Flash tool, and then try activating each of these codes one by one. And once you get the login successful message, copy the code somewhere handy, and after that you could then launch the tool via the FTGUI dev file. Again, do note that launching this tool will take up some time. It might take up to around 2 to 3 minutes, and once the tool launches, you will first off have to choose the O+ support, then type in any ID and password, but in the OTP field type in the same OTP which you have got over here via the login, and then click on OK. I have added the screenshot as well, and you have also replaced the Firehose file. That's well and good. Finally, hit the open directory button. It's in the English, so that's not a cause of concern. Then go inside the folder where you have the firmware and wherein you have replaced the old Firehose file with the new one. This is the entire firmware folder. So choose the entire folder and click on start. Then power off your phone and press and hold the volume up and the volume down keys. And while holding both the keys, connect your phone to the PC via USB cable, and then your phone will boot to the EDL mode. As soon as that happens, the flashing will start. You will also get this prompt initially, so just keep all this prompt unchecked and click on the OK button at the bottom left. Then click the start button, boot your phone to the EDL mode, and the flashing will then start. So all the thanks for this tweak goes to XDA member this and this. As you could see, I've given the credit, so make sure to thanks them because without them this should not have been possible. Apart from guys that, I have seen that in some cases the progress gets stuck at 3% mark. That happened with me as well with regard to the Sahara communication protocol failed error. So if that happens with you as well, then try using the latest firmware file and also make sure that you're using the right Firehose file. Apart from that, use the USB 2.0 port and try using a different USB cable, and if possible, give it a break for around half an hour or 1 hour and then retry the entire process. And most importantly, the MITM proxy and the proxy file should not be running in the background. To be on the safer side, you may even remove both of these apps from your PC and then retry the entire process. So guys, on that note, I round up this video. If you have any queries with regard to any of the steps, do let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.